might be biased, but I love the way Candace Owens thinks. My name is Candace Owens, and you are watching How to Create a Mind. I'm sorry it's been a while since I've made a video. I was busy researching myself on the internet. Did you guys know Candace Owens is a loser? Dangerous. A consigliere to a mob boss. Alt-right adjacent. To be honest, I don't really know where that is. It doesn't matter. Somebody likes the way she thinks. What do I think? I think many people have had their minds programmed and enslaved, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to do that with 3 very simple verticals. The first vertical is family. Where do all of your ideas come from in life initially? It comes from your mother and your father telling you what to do in life. Don't stand on the table. Don't chew loudly. Pray before you eat. Come straight home after school. But what would happen if somebody took this vertical away? What would happen if they broke down the family? We don't have to imagine it was already done in the Black community. In the 1960s, LBJ introduced the Great Society Act, which systematically removed fathers from the homes of Black youth. Yes, welfare programs incentivize women not to marry the father of their children. The government will give them more money if the father does not live inside of the home. The single motherhood rate in the Black community has jumped nearly 72% since the 1960s. 72%. So where does the youth turn to when their family is not intact? Who tells them what they should and should not be doing or thinking? Second vertical, and it's a big one, culture. This includes media and television. Are your kids watching Sesame Street?
Who's Donald Grump?
Where have you been? Donald Grump happens to have the most trash of any grouch in the world.
Yeah, he's loaded with trash.
His name is on every piece of trash in town.
Do your children listen to hip-hop?
Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah.
What about late-night TV? That's always fun.
He's the most mocked man in America, monopolizing late night.
It's hard not to feel like you're being redundant.
Interesting. Last but not least, the third vertical, education, or as I like to call it, indoctrination. Did you read the books that your children read in school this year? Did you pick the teachers? Who's teaching those teachers? What lessons are your children downloading every day? And do you agree with them? You see, what Candace Owens thinks is simply her own thoughts. I stopped watching TV and started listening to my own ideas. I am choosing not to be a slave. It's been almost 400 years exactly since the first slaves were brought over to America, and yet we have not removed the chains. I woke up one day and I decided that I wanted to be Candace Owens, that I no longer wanted to be the product of a bunch of media and culture and ideas that were not my own. I had to figure out who that was. It took me a while to figure out who I was before all of this nonsense, all of this indoctrination that we go through in life. And I have to tell you, I feel pretty free right now. It feels good. I like liking my president. I like loving my country. And I have no idea why this is so controversial. The Kanye West tweet caused a firestorm because he went against the current of culture. People like him are supposed to tell us what to think. They're not supposed to encourage us to think for ourselves. Kanye defied an entire vertical that was meant to enslave us to a certain set of ideas. He did that with 7 words. The dam has been broken. The conversations have started. What happens now? What an exciting time to be alive.